in slavery, even in the dark days of slavery, when we had a woman, we were with that woman. When we had children from that slave woman, we weren't allowed to marry, but we had what looked like structure of a family. When we came out of slavery, there was structure. There was a man, there was a woman, there were children. We were poor, we were raggedy, but we were a family. Think about this. Right now, you younger women, go back to your grandma and your great-grandma in the South. Grandma was there, but Grandpa was there too. And Grandpa may have been in the field, chopping cotton, tobacco. But when he came home, she was there. I don't care what she didn't have of food, whatever she had, you could smell it as you were coming up the road. And you sat together as a family. You prayed together. You ate together. You talked about your condition and you hoped for better. But look at us today. According to statistics that are about 8 or 9 years old, 62% of black families are now headed by single women. I think it's around 75% today. Now that's not an accident. That's by design. Look at this. 67% of black children are born out of wedlock, but now it's close to 85 to 90%. The percentage of black women who are married declined from 62% to 37% between 1950 and 2000. You're not interested in marriage. It's called shacking. Can I get a witness? Oh. I didn't think I was by myself in here. I just needed to know that I got a witness. Now, marriage is something that's from yesterday. I like you, you like me, we live together. More than likely, it's a man moving into a woman's place. Now that's bad business from Jump Street. Anytime a woman got a house and you got maybe a raggedy car, and you have a little job and she has a bigger one, and you meet her at a bar and she says, I like you. I like you too, baby. Well, why don't you come stay with me? There it is. He ain't got no money to put you in a home. He don't have no money to get you an apartment. He just have sex to offer you for a minute. No, for a second. Because that wears out so fast, brother. And then she'll say, I think you better move on out of my house. She go to work and tell you, I'm going downtown, I'm going to work. So listen, when I get back, I'd like to have the dishes done. Because, you know, I'm working. And by the way, you can vacuum the floor and all that other domestic stuff. Yes, ma'am. So we are being punked every day by a woman. It's not your fault, sister. No, I'm not blaming you at all. It's just the nature of things today. You the man, we the woman. Damn, that's bad, isn't it, brother? She's growling when you come home. You saw all them beautiful smiles when you met her at the bar, you know, had your little drink, you know. Oh man, this is something. You don't see them smiles no more. Hell, you can hardly get a good morning unless you bringing some money home. Then she know how to smile. Every tooth in her head you can see when you got money. But when the money done, so how did all this happen? Now, I'm going to jump into it now. Look, the number of children born into a black marriage averages less than 0.9% children per marriage. The birth rates of black married women have fallen so sharply that absent out of wedlock childbearing, the black population would not only fail to reproduce itself, but would rapidly die off. If it were not for our girls who are not married having babies, we would be darn near extinct as a people. How did this happen and when did it start? Now, I'm a little older than many of you, at least some of you. But I remember when I read in the 70s that the black birth rate was such that by the year 2050, we're knocking at the door of 2010. 40 years from now, they said we would be the majority population in America. Because the white birth rate had gone really down, the black birth rate had gone really up, and white folks saw that we were birthing them out of power. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, do you think that a racist mind is going to know that if your birth rate continued, you would be the majority population, and with the right to vote, you would be the governor in most states, the mayors in most cities, and run Jesse run, or run Barack Obama run, or run whoever you want to run? You would be able to put your man or your woman in office. So while we were celebrating the voting rights bill, the public accommodations bill, the scientists of death were working to destroy our population.